I believe that everyone's struggle, it's how you look at it, because that from there is where your life lessons come. So everybody has a different struggle. Even, wealthy people in wealthy neighborhoods, they have a different struggle, but all of those things really form them as human beings.
Right.
For me, it's so funny because even in my stage play, there's an attempted rape that happened to me when I was 12 years old. I was on the way to the train station, and we're told to look in back of us to see who's gonna grab us, and it was actually the guy in front of me that grabbed me. Right? So what do you learn? It's not what you think. It might be something else, right? It's not the tall guy that looks like he's threatening. It might be the short guy, the guy that's just your height. And then we walked for blocks and blocks. It was broad daylight. Nobody was helping me. I was crying, but I was afraid to scream because he said, I got a gun. If I take it out, I'm gonna shoot. I said to him, if you got a gun, you should take it out. I don't know why I said that, but what the reason?
You don't know why.
I just had him talking.
I'm sure he was like, okay.
But you wouldn't imagine that that's a question that somebody would, that's a demand that somebody would say, if you got a gun, then you should take it out. Then you should show it to me. You should show it to me. He said, if I take it out, then I'm going to shoot you. I didn't believe that he had a gun because he wasn't showing it to me. Right? So I was just trying to keep him talking, and I was trying to convince him not to rape me. And he told me he was going to rape me. And we're walking and walking, and then as we're walking, we passed the old school that my father actually was a janitor at, but it was all boarded up and closed down by then. When I was a kid, I remember this woman coming home from a discotheque at night, almost raped and brought into that park, into the park of the school that was all closed down. And so as I was passing it, I kept thinking about her. And she told her assailant that she had her period, and so not to rape her because she was trying to turn him off. So I started telling him, I got my period. I was telling him everything. And then we get to where I know there's no people that are going to help me there. We get by the number 3 train station down under Livonia. It's all very dark. There's a lot of abandoned buildings, a lot of, where you go to just shoot up heroin, a lot of, just not good things going on. I was pretty sure if I got there wasn't a chance that anybody would ever help me. That's when I started hitting him with my book bag as hard as I could. And I was like, no. And I just kept hitting. And I actually had an outer body experience. I woke up and realized, now I didn't know that I was hitting him. So I woke up and I realized the person that was hitting this guy, I had my knees on his shoulders. I was 12 years old.
Wow.
I was just scratching him and hitting him and scratching him and hitting him. And I didn't realize that was me. So I had this outer body experience, and then when I realized that, I got up, I got my book bag, and I went up the train station stairs, and I looked back at him, and he was running away, and I became so happy. Now, the reason why I tell this story like this is because you don't know what you're going to do until you're put up into that position. Everybody could say, I would do this, I would do that, but you actually don't know until you have the experience. And so you ask the question, what I got from the neighborhood. An experience like that, I know what I would do. And so knowing yourself helps you to build confidence and know the things, not to say that I was all, healed and ready by then, because there's a lot more things that happened throughout my life. My father was a heroin addict that ended up contracting HIV and dying of AIDS. And that for me was a lot of healing going on. That needed a lot of healing. A part of telling the story of Brownsville Bred is definitely the story of the daughter and the father, and seeing that in a way that could be positive for her future. And that is what being in Brownsville gave me. It gave me this amazing platform that now I could say Brownsville Bred, never ran, never will.